Hey guys, Zen Disc Golf. Today I'm out here at Jonathan By. We're at least going to play the original 9 out of the 12 if we can get done before the rain comes in. Other than that, guys, let's get on the hole 1. All right, we got hole 1 at 291 feet. It is right over that way towards the new pole that you can see. Looks like we got a new sign for maybe the walking path, I would assume. We're going to try to take a crave and actually get it on forehand, see if we can get a little bit of a flip up and let it carry over that way. All right, guys, let's get this toss underway. Yeah, that'll get us a good tack bid for there. Well, that didn't end up too bad. Definitely could have ended up worse. This is actually probably a good spot to be in. We're going to try to take the pure and get a nice little floaty bid up that way, and then get us a nice little tap out, hopefully. Oh, or hit the front of the cage. It about went in. I'm liking that pure being so light, it just goes. All right, we got hole 2 down here at 198. Gonna take the streamline stabilizer and just try to get a nice little forehand bid down there and let it get a nice little flare skip towards the basket, hopefully. Whew. Pushed a little long past the basket, but we should have a bid still. I had a little too much on that one. Ended up back in here. We should have a bid out at least, being as we got that nice little path right there. All right, let's see if we can get a straddle out of here and keep us a birdie. Not hard enough. Well, got another par. It's not too bad. Bogey is what we don't want to see today, guys. Bogey is not what we want to see. Okay, we got hole 3 here. It is about 410, I believe is what the sign said. Maybe a little bit farther, 510. 510 at a par 4. We're going to take the strive and see if we can't just get a nice flat one out through there and get it out past the fire hydrant. Oh, hit myself in the eye with my hood. I haven't played with a jacket on in a while. Well, we haven't missed the Mando, so we should still have a shot. We'll have to get a forehand shot over that way. All right, well, maybe missing the Mando is what we did. Pretty close pinch. I've got a Sync Pro. We're going to try to get a forehand out that way and let us see if we can keep it right on Annie and get it over that way as close to the basket as we can and save our par. Well, that's going to turn into a roller. It's going to be way down there in the middle. Yeah, we'll have a bid at least up, save our par, hopefully. Then a little too much angle. All right, hopefully you guys got a good angle here. Let the pure and give it a run down from here. All right, let's see if we can get a run at it. Well, not too much of a run. We'll be able to tap that in at least. A little bit better with the driver. All right, staying par through the first 3. Not what we really want, especially with a par 4 for 3. We should have been able to get a birdie on that, but bad drive, bad upshot. That's what happens. So we got hole 4 at 252. We're going to take the stabilizer again. Try to hang it out there to the right and let it do its job and fade back into the basket. Too much hyzer. Should have got a little more flat. We'll have a real long bid for a birdie with that one. All right, we got a long bid for a birdie here. Let's see if we can't get it popped in there, guys. Too much pepper. It's a good thing it probably caught those branches. I'm gonna finish the tap out here. There we go. See, I got a good putt when I can pick them up and just zip them right in there from the ground level. Okay, staying on the par train here, staying even through the first 4 holes. We've got hole 5 here at, I'd say probably about 340 or so, par 3. Gonna take the Grace, hopefully just get a nice subtle turn and keep it straight at the basket there. Hopefully don't miss any of the Mandos. We got one on the right and the left. Well, she didn't get turned. She was a good pull. No, technically not a Mando miss. Park 3's basket. All right, hopefully you guys like the angle I got you on. I can see the basket left side, so that means we're gonna have to get a nice hyzer bid. Hopefully we don't have to put too much on the pure and it can just, you know, hopefully just drop right in. believe we'll have another par. All right, another par 4 here. We got hole 6 at 450 is what the old location is. This probably pays closer to the 460, 470 side now. Gonna take the bolt, hopefully get a nice little flip up, unlike we have been getting. So maybe if I throw something that's understable, it'll actually flip. All right, let's see what we can get out there, guys. Yeah, that looks like a really good pump. It's definitely past the walk. Or on the walk right before it. Man, wind out here is deceitful today. Okay, this didn't end up as well as I hoped it would have been. I was at least hoping to be on the other side of the walk, even though I would have been blocked by trees. I'm still kind of blocked by them. I think I'm gonna try to get a forehand with the pure and maybe see if it'll just glide over that way nice and easy. Just make sure I get it on hyzer. I want to hang it out here to the left side. Stay away from the limbs at least. I'm not too displeased with that. I could have been a little bit closer. Definitely could have got a little bit closer, but not too displeased with that. It was on a four-handed, and I'm surprised I didn't just roll it over being as light as it is. All right, let's see if we can get a birdie here. There we go. All right, guys, this one is hole 7. I believe this one's like 600 and some. We don't have the sign anymore. It kind of got lost in one of the floods down here and a little bit of high water. But we're going to take the strive and see if we just can't get one blasted out there past the trash can for a good straight bid at the green. All right, guys, let's see if we can get this out there. A little more height on that, and that would have been beautiful. I mean, it's out there by the trash can, probably almost parallel with it. All right, this didn't end up too bad. I thought it was a little more back from this. We are almost about trash can height there. We are going to take the trespass. I'm going to try to keep an Annie holding on to the right side, let it flex over to the Mando pole there, and then hopefully back over and into the green. Let's see if we can get done. Skip off the path. Now, she just kicked to the corner there. We should still be able to take a birdie from there because this is a par 5. All right, it is starting to rain, but we are getting to the letter holes, so we might be able to avoid most of the water if we go in there. Other than that, it's just a little bit of a sprinkle at the moment, not too worried. Let's see if we can't get the pure over that way for an eagle, and then hopefully a birdie or a birdie tap in. That's the birdie tap in right there. All right, we are on to the letter holes here. I'm going to take the evader and I'm going to try to get it pretty much straight down the middle. I'm going to put it on hyzer so that it holds out to the right, then comes back into the gap left. We do have a Mando on the left. We did have one on the right. I don't know if it still plays, but we did have one at one point. All right, let's see if we can get it right up the middle, guys. That should be pretty. Oh yeah, sitting right up on the bank. That is probably our best drive today. Guys, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and comment on my videos. I do want to hear what your guys' opinion are on them, ideas that you guys may have. Other than that, we're going to get back into the program here. Like I was saying, this is probably our best drive of the day. I got the pure in hand. We're going to try to get a nice hyzer bit over that way, get it behind the tree there that has the letter A on it, because it is probably 3 feet or so right behind it. So we're going to try to get the pure over that way. We've got a little bit of a storm blowing in now. Sit. Oh yeah, we should be able to get a tap out with that one. All right, the rain is blowing itself in. We're going to try to finish off our putt here and then hopefully get through these last few holes. Oh yeah, got another birdie. Puts us, I believe, at 3 down, which is looking a lot better than what was going on there in the beginning. All right, the rain, she is starting to come down now. We are not quitting. We got the defused. Still don't know what it is. We're going to try to get a nice smooth backhand and let it do its little turn. Hopefully go right into the mouth over towards the basket. That's actually looking real good. Yeah, that should have slid right up to the basket. Hopefully collect another birdie with that one. Oh yeah, that was what we're talking about right here. Oh yeah, another birdie for the collection. Put us at 4 down now. This is definitely turning around. All right, 3 holes left to go. Going to take the range, try to get it on a nice little turn shot and get it down there towards the basket. That should be a good shot. Right down off to the left side of the basket, I believe. Remember, I was telling you there's OB here. We are sitting right up against it. We are going to get our meter because this is on the side of a hill. And I will slide in. So 1, 2, and 3 should be about right there. All right. Woo! Almost missed that left side. Gave me a slight little heart attack there. All right, back onto the numbered holes here. We've got hole 8. I'm gonna take the Screech, which normally I take the Justice, but we're gonna have to take this and probably put it on a little bit of ante to get it to where we need it to. I did not get any ante on that, and that is not going anywhere, it looks like. Whew, that's gonna be a long bid. All right, looks like we got a little bit of an ante bid here. Got a branch that's just hanging down right here. Gonna try to get it to turn and pop it right in the basket, right off to the left side of the tree here. So let's see if we can get this. Oh, just over the top of the cage, I believe. All right, I should probably grab the other putter because it's probably drier than what this is now, being so we're getting some rain. Yeah, she's pretty wet. Give it some kind of a wipe off. See if we can't pop it in there, save our par. There we go, just about too far to the left, but hey, she counts, baby, she counts. We are on the final hole here, hole 9. This is at 201 feet, par 3. Gonna try to get the zero gravity pure out that way. This actually isn't too bad of a disc. I played a couple rounds with this so far. Enjoyed both rounds. Had some pretty good shots with it, so let's see if we can get a good shot with it right now. Go in. Woo-hoo! Close. Told you we were gonna get a good shot with it. All right, guys. I want to thank you for joining me today. If you guys haven't already, please put a thumbs up on this video if you liked it. It does help out the algorithm and get these videos to more people. And then hopefully we can grow the channel and bring it along a little bit farther than what it is. That pure is just so pure. All right, again, thank you guys for joining me today. I appreciate your guys' likes on the videos. You guys have been doing a great job on that. Let's get more views on these. That way we can get this stuff monetized, and then I can bring you guys more videos at better quality and to different degrees. We'll be able to get more discs to be able to do different things with. Other than that, guys, thank you again. Hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next video.